And so, the December 2020 group training sessions are over. Here's what happened on the 6th and final day. Takayasu, after a self-described 24-hour cool-down period, returned to the sumo hall this morning for a tough workout with the 3 salaried wrestlers who turned up yesterday: Kiribayama, Onosho, and Hokutofuji. After winning 16 of his 22 bouts against them, the 30-year-old Komusubi declared it a fine way to round things off. Asked why he had shown far more enthusiasm for the sessions than many of his top division colleagues, Takayasu said, "Basically, I rarely get a chance to practice with guys from other stables. Now, I don't know what's being planned for the future, but if possible, I'd like to see this style of session carry on." He now plans to take advantage of his unique stable situation, which allows him to practice freely with a quite recently retired yokozuna. "Coach Araiso is still really strong, you'd be amazed," he affirmed. "I'm so grateful to have him around, and I've already asked him to help prepare me for January. We're really gonna go at it in our remaining practice sessions." And with the birth of his first child just weeks away, he's dreaming big. "My main target next year is to win my first title," he declared. Kiribayama only fought 7 bouts today, returning figures of 2 and 5, but earned praise from Nikkan Sports for having attended on all 6 days. Although, I should add, given his stable is the closest to the Kokugikan in all the land, I don't think he had much choice. And in what seemed like a defense of veteran stablemate Kakuryu, he said, "I'm still young, so I'm okay doing this for 6 days in a row. I gave everything from first to last and feel it's been a good training experience." Asked to assess his 4 defeats from 5 to Takayasu, who has an identical inside left outside right belt grip, he said, "Oh, I don't even come close to him right now. I've got to make my sumo stronger when I take the belt. A useful lesson today." On Onosho, he said he keenly feels the rivalry because they are exactly the same age, 24. Can I finish these reports on the practice sessions by lavishing special praise on the 4 men who supported them to the very end? It's clear that these 4 men especially understand the true purpose of the sessions, which is not simply to beat everyone up at the one extreme, or only do a few foot stamps at the other, but to show you've gone the extra mile to project an image of strength and unity across the Sumo Association in troubled times. I think they've earned a little extra support for the January tournament, and I look forward to cheering them on. And finally, some exciting news from Camp Hakuho. For the first time in several months, Nikkan Sports reports, the yokozuna has practiced his ring-entering ceremony. He did so at his stable today after having his first white belt made in exactly 12 months. The ceremonies in April and August postponed in line with virus restrictions. Normally, wrestlers from across his Isagahama group of stables would have been involved in twining the ropes together. This time, only his Miyagi-no stable colleagues took part. But most encouraging were his words, which are clearly those of a man with a January mission. "When I heard all those young voices of stablemates twining my belt, I was reminded of the sumo spirit I started out with," Hakuho said. "That's the energy that makes me feel attached to each and every belt we make. Now I'm going to put it round my waist and feel impelled to do my best next year." And once it was around his waist, he said, "It fits just right, and now it finally feels like tournament time." Well, that's a vow to compete if ever I heard one. The rankings chart for that tournament is out tomorrow, so no prizes for guessing the contents of my next post.